at that sick interaction where he killed him very early.
Yeah.
But on Game 4 as well, Elite we didn't start off bad, but he just couldn't finish that second stock, which eventually just led to him getting further and further behind into just losing his last stock.
Yeah, and one thing you also pointed out was Tarek was catching on, right?
Yeah.
He was really getting through these habits of Elite Suite. He
The
also did
sideways,
a couple of run-up grabs, which I really liked from Tarek. But Elite Suite will fight and will live to see another day in the losers bracket. In the meantime, we're gonna move ahead to our next match, which will be called out once again by our lovely tournament organizer, Beer.
All right, it's time to see who will leave top 8 the first and who will maybe go on to win the entire thing. Next up, we have Vecystim versus Space.
Oh.
Booyah.
Oh, speelt toch? Heeft zo'n BJ gewonnen? Oh. Alright, so Vecystim versus Space, which means that Vecystim won, or Space won over BJ, which happened off stream. And now Space will try to get his revenge and make his way all the way back to the winner, or to the championship finals, to the grand finals is what it's called.
Space has been in losers since pools.
Yeah, crazy.
So entire top 32 in losers. Right now he's already won a set in top 8. And he's looking to actually extend that all the way to the finals.
Yeah. So that's also what I'm kind of predicting right now, that we'll eventually see something like a Space Tarek Grand Finals, and it's up to Vecystim to disrupt Space's flow, to really get in his head and really destroy whatever confidence he has left with his Banjo play.
Well, Space actually did lose against a similar matchup in Snake.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't be that crazy for Vecystim to win.
Yeah, it wouldn't indeed be. And we also saw how Vecystim did very well in the Ultimate Challenger Series. Of course, we do have to note that Space did win the entire tournament eventually. Yeah. But no, we can never count the Banjo player out. We also saw how well he did against Skipper. Despite Skipper winning the set eventually, Vecystim really showing that he's not to be trifled with.
No, it went all the way to game 5, and Skipper is no slouch either.
No, definitely not. Definitely not, especially considering that Skipper is usually considered to be one of the best like zoner breakers, because he's so aggressive and so in your face.
But Space does not have a bad record against zoners at all. I might have lost against one today, but
yeah. Well,
will it happen twice?
Yeah, will it happen twice? If history is any indication, Space is the clear favorite here, because he is 2-0 up over Vecystim.
They're going to Carlos, so...
And that's one of those 2 sets was last month in December during the Ultimate Challenger Series. We're going to Kalos, so it's going to be quite a campy stage.
Quite big stage.
Quite a big stage as well.
Mitra doesn't really mind, because he has that foresight which he can use on reaction. So
right.
Once Banjo starts throwing projectiles out at long range, she can just foresight to get in.
That could be a very important point you're making, Curse Cake. See,
Banjo already cornered himself.
That's what Vecystim has been doing in the previous set as well, showing that Banjo, well, if you're cornered, you can just Wonder Wing back out. Space showing why Mifra is considered to be the better half of the two, using that combo game to quickly rack up 50%. She's just so fast.
She's so fast. She's not letting Vecystim breathe at all. Hits the side B with Spyra.
Yeah, also tacking on some extra percentage. And right now there's no hurry. There's no hurry at all on Space to really do anything. He can just wait out his opportunities and wait for Vecystim to let up his guard, because he's ahead. He's at 50% and he can just throw out these side Bs all ad nauseum and just create more and more of an advantage. How are you ever going to get off the ledge against Pyra?
Well,
the answer is just get up attack.
Just get up attack. But then you just get clipped by 4 there and kills. Yeah. Back to Mifra we go, because low percentage.
Back to Mifra indeed. Wonder Wing will come out. That's the first of this stock And
Yeah.
it is Space who is...
And unlike Falco, Mithra can actually punish that.
Yeah. Yeah, so Space slowly but surely tacking on more percentage on the poor bear. He has to use neutral air to get back out on stage, but is really looking for a way to get the stock. And it's so hard because so many of Mithra's aerials are safe on shield. So it's going to be very
Or
difficult.
at least you have to eat a mix-up. Gets a throw though, will he get it? He does not get the up smash. It's getting more difficult.
That's
and
two
difficult
Wonder
for-
Wings.
Yeah, it's already at his last one.
Yeah, Pyra is out, so another side B will
He's
see
looking
the
for a high
stage.
recovery. Actually gets it though.
Yeah.
But
Down
down
air,
air, up air will
up air.
not do it on this stage.
Now, and also Banjo being very heavy also definitely plays a role here.
Gets the anti-lamp grab, so back to or beautiful ledge grab.
Four
He's
tilt maybe? No, just a side B. And the up
The up tilt will do
tilt
it.
will eventually do it. The late hit of that up tilt will put Space in a very good position to open up this set with a big win over Vecystim.
Yeah,
Four there, four there, four there, four there, four there.
looks for the up B but doesn't get it.
And Vecystim does not quite make it back. So, Space wins game number 1 in quite a dominant fashion, about the result we expected.
Yeah, I was
maybe?
expecting Space to win, but not in this manner.
Not in this dominant of a what matter. No, definitely not. So, Vecystim trailing behind will be thinking hard about what stage he wants to go for, because it seems, to me, it seems like Kalos would be one of your favorite picks as a Banjo player. Of
Yeah.
course, we already saw Smashville being very nice for
I
Banjo
think he's
as
gonna
well.
go to the other side and go for like yes, a Hollow Bastion.
Which like Smashville Light.
Yeah, I'm just
Or,
expecting Smashville to be banned.
Yeah,
I'm sure Space saw at least part of last sets. Like, okay, I'm not gonna give it to him.
no, that makes sense. That makes sense. So, Hollow Bastion and Smashville, of course, very similar platform layout. But what makes it so that Smashville is an absolute no-go against Banjo, but Hollow Bastion is somewhat okay?
The platform to stage size, pretty much, because on Smashville, once you're under that platform, there's only very little room to actually get in. On Hollow Bastion, it's a little bit bigger, so it's a bit easier to get in that scenario.
Okay.
Also, the blast zones are very different,
Ah, right. Yeah, that does make a big difference. Looking at it,
and
just
the
looking
base platform is just larger.
right. Looking at it from a casual perspective, it just seems like these stages are so similar, but they're quite different indeed. Pyra already out, but Vecystim finally getting some hits in, finally getting some good,
Gets in there, but not a
nice
reset.
reads.
Gets another attempt and actually gets it.
Yeah, and that's a big difference. That's really different from what we saw with Skipper, because with Skipper we saw him escape those down throws time and time again. But
Yeah,
now
only
Vecystim
needed
has been
2
scoring
attempts.
2 out of 2, and does eventually get KO'd. But already this game is looking way better for our Banjo player.
He already took more stocks than last game.
Yeah.
Well, the down air from Pyra will take the first stock for Space.
Yeah, sets up very nicely for that KO eventually. Does get the Wonder Wing here, which will tack on some extra percentage up air to punish
No jump.
Space's reckless landing here in the middle of the stage. Ooh, good work here by Space, makes it even again. Side B will not be doing much.
He's looking for that down air. He really wants to kill right now. But down throw, goes for the up smash. Tries to read on neutral air, I think, but he just whiffed by.
Oh, that should be an easy KO here. The Wonder Wing,
And
his invincibility will take him all the way to the final stock of Spaces. Vecystim, great work here.
Very rare overcommitment from Space right there.
Yeah. Forward throw will push Vecystim to the ledge. Space trying to go for a forward air, doesn't quite get it. But Vecystim will live to see another day, or will he?
Just down air, casually killing off the top.
Yeah. But sometimes you just need all the help you can get, and Sakurai definitely helped. Okay, Wonder Wing will get Mithra to the middle of the stage, but does get the punish still. Ooh, does not
Great
quite
attack
connect.
by Vecystim.
Yeah, you always have to be so careful when Mithra or when Pyra is landing above you. You always have to be careful of that down air to up smash. conversion. 82%. Space is hunting for a down air.
He really wants the down air to kill move.
Ooh,
that's not quite the right
going
way.
the wrong way, and
that's
that's all she wrote. As Vecystim descends into the abyss of Hollow Bastion, wondering what other
This
Kingdom
was
Hearts 3
so
secrets
and
lie there.
so much better than the Kalos game.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. So the platform layout making a small difference here. And we will see Space and Vecystim going to game number 3. Space 2-0 ahead. It's very hard for me to imagine Space giving the set away. But we've seen crazier things happen today, so let's not count them out.
We're seeing Final Destination right now, so I'm kind of expecting Space to ban Hollow Bastion. Like, I don't want to do this again.
Right.
I'd rather just have platforms.
Okay. Let's see how that plays out. Very interesting observation here as we head on to Final Destination for our third and maybe final game. Vecystim getting in some back airs. Let's see how you deal with the projectiles if there's no platforms around.
So far, it doesn't look like it affects Space much at all. But once again, Banjo is corner. Gets the trade.
One wing gets shielded, so this
But
should be a big
back on
promise.
stage again.
Yeah. Gets the down throw into the forward air. Vecystim does find some hits, so very
Gets
good
the
work from
reversal
him.
with the up air.
More up airs.
Just canceling just before Space could get in position to actually hit.
Oh,
Get-
beautiful
gets
work
the
here.
footstool,
Doesn't
but-
quite get the follow-up eventually. Grenade X will be tossed out, so
And that side beat
more
of Pyra is so good. You just force the opponent to shield and get back on stage.
casual up B in the middle of the stage, but Space catches on to the movement, does find the forward air eventually. That's a Wonder Wing.
I'm not sure what he was thinking with that up B. Just assuming it's a misinput, but he actually dies for it.
Yeah, it could very well be. And
Just
Vecystim does get
barely
the
living,
forward air,
but
and beautiful
you
work here
can't
with
use side B as recovery against Banjo. He
Nope.
will just Wonder Wing every time and he'll hit it.
Banjo is probably the easiest character to punish that with. We of course have seen very creative ways of other characters punishing the side B from Mithra.
Once Mithra is forced to use that side B as recovery, you should be that.
Yeah, and Banjo just easily finishes it off with the Wonder Wing. Pyra out already 100% on Vecystim. But great movement will get Vecystim back to the middle of the stage. So
But for how long? We just see a small switch to Mithra, instantly win neutral into an advantage stage with fire that kills.
yeah, and that's also how the character should be played, in my opinion. Lots of gameplay from mostly Mithra in just using Pyra in those advantage states, those kind of positions. Forward air, 2 up air, will push Vecystim to 55%
So difficult
already.
to get a clean landing in against that character.
And that's also one of the disadvantages of Final Destination. There's really no place to go.
There's no platform.
You can just go to the stage or go to the ledge, that's it. And as Banjo, that does mean sometimes you're going to have to do a big toss-up to know whether you're going to make it back. Bit of fumbling there.
Not quite getting the sweet spot. The
Up
grenade
tilt.
to up tilt,
I
but
do like that.
didn't get the kill though.
Nice. Neutral
Just a
air
fast
here.
fall
Yeah.
there. Will almost do it. Probably the next one will kill.
Yeah, it will indeed KO, but it
just
is
an
the
up
up tilt. That does secure Space's place, furthering in the top 8. So good work by Space. Vecystim dropping out of the tournament after a very respectable run, getting into the top 8 winner side, but ending up at 5th.
He got 5th while he was projected to make like 20th.
Yeah,
So it's a very good result by Vecystim, showing he has the sauce with the Banjo.
he does have it. He does have it. We can finally conclude that he does, and his placement on the PR very deserved at 20th.
Yeah,
we'll
but
probably get higher if he
keep-
keeps this up.
If he keeps this up, he will definitely get higher.
So we'll see how that pans out for him as we head on to the next match, which will probably be another winner's side match. So we're going to see Tariq either beat up another Falco or Skipper showing how it's supposed to be done.
I'm kind of expecting the Roy against Green Gem.
Could very well be.
Well, we're seeing no one so far on stage.
Yeah, they're just chilling.
We're just chilling.
Yeah,
Now you're forced to watch us sit here.
could also be another losers round game, because
Which will be-
we also have Elite Tweet and Space waiting.
Oh right, we saw Zemmel.
Oh,
Against
Zemmel also is also playing. Yeah, I'm actually just going to check the bracket, and if you want to do so as well, you can probably check out the bracket by hitting !bracket in the chat. And if you have been watching us so far, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you're having a good time. Be sure to follow the stream. Be sure to
Just sign up for next time.
sign up for next time, because this is a
This
fantastic venue.
this
We still got so much space here
venue
for
is-
all you
is
lovely people.
great.
So, and well, from what I've heard, there's a lot of lovely people watching today as well, from all places over Europe, but also,
I'm
for example, Zemmel's mother is watching.
Oh, Zemmel's what?
Yeah, so we're gonna have the Super Mummy versus Zemmel Mummy matchup one time.
Is Sam Mummy okay?
Yeah. So
I'm expecting a lot of Germans to watch as well.
Yeah,
because some of their
because their
favorite
mate is playing, yeah.
Sadly, for the Germans, it's only Tarek that made it that far. But
Yeah. I was really
nonetheless-
hoping for a Honk to make it all the way, you know.
I was hoping for the hero.
I was also hoping for Lucia Litten. Yeah, of course. The hero would have been amazing as well. So we don't really have any hero players in the Netherlands, do we?
Right now we have Trianos picking him up.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah.
It used to be a Steve player.
Oh, apparently we're going to have some people being called to the TO desk. So maybe there's some action happening over there. In the meantime, don't mind me, but I'm going to be looking at my phone real quick to see how the bracket is developing. There's a lot of things happening in losers as well. And it's quite hard to keep up to date with the entire bracket while we're just sitting here like miles away from the actual players. So
Well, we can see the players on stage, but there's no one on stage.
there's no one on stage, no. And we'd like to show you, but you know.
I
can't
don't
really,
think they like it when we move the camera. So
No,
let's just keep it.
we'll just keep it here. You can stay focused on our lovely faces. Let's just see what's happening in the brackets. We saw Zemmel winning 3-2 over Solo. Good work by him.
Yes, Zemmel's record against Solo
It's very good, yeah.
is very unfair for.
Yeah, he already told me beforehand that he was going to go mostly Cloud because, well, I was discussing the matchup with him and I was like, okay, the DK is not really an option, is it? Because he always has that Rosa in the back.
Yeah, not just Rosa, just most of Solo's characters just
Yeah.
destroy that character.
Yeah, he did pull out the DK for Azrael, so
Okay.
Zemmel did,
It
and
actually worked.
successfully. Zemmel versus Elite Tweet is the quarterfinal we're still waiting on. They may be playing off